At first glance, this is just a regular photo shoot for their new ad campaign. But if you look closely, there is one small behind-the-scenes moment that truly made ARMYs hold their breath. Taehyung is seen leaning his head on Jungkook's shoulder very comfortably, and Jungkook's reaction is completely unexpected. Many just realized that this silent interaction shows how deep the trust is between the two of them. And wait until you see what Jungkook did at the end of this session, because that is what made netizens go crazy the most. Hello K-pop lovers! Welcome back to the Taekook Diary channel, where we share warm moments and interesting stories about Taehyung and Jungkook that always make ARMYs lose their focus. If you have been keeping up with the latest updates from BTS over the past few months, you are definitely familiar with their massive collaboration with the Japanese telecommunications company, Docomo. This campaign was a huge success, especially with their newest package Docomo Max, which features all 7 members as the main faces. We were treated to a lot of exclusive content, starting from their elegant red carpet appearance with the song Always Together, to the special 7-episode program BTS, The Best Talk Show, which aired exclusively on the Lemino platform. These pieces of content are clearly a breath of fresh air for ARMYs who are always thirsty for member interactions. But, out of all the official videos and promotional photos released, there is one particular behind-the-scenes clip that successfully stole the spotlight. It is not about the cool outfits or the grand sets, but the natural interactions between our 2 youngest members. Let us break down all the details. It all started on July 8th, when several photos from the behind-the-scenes of the photoshoot began circulating on social media. This session was actually used to promote Lemino's access to all BTS content. In the midst of the busy crew and camera flashes, the behind-the-scenes camera captured a very sweet moment. Taehyung rested his head gently on Jungkook's shoulder. What made ARMYs lose their focus even more was Jungkook's immediate reaction. Instead of dodging or feeling awkward because they were working, a shy smile bloomed on his face. Jungkook did not move away at all when he felt Taehyung's touch on his shoulder. They were so incredibly close, and rather than ruining the pose, Jungkook actually looked like he was really enjoying the moment. His smile grew wider, as if Taehyung's presence near him provided a distinct sense of calm amidst their packed shooting schedule that day. But, it turns out that was definitely not the only interesting part. After that leaning moment, things did not just return to normal, they actually got even more adorable. Taehyung maintained his position, leaning on Jungkook throughout the promotional photo shoot. The two of them barely moved, standing side by side like 2 people who are already completely accustomed to each other's presence. Taehyung was even seen placing one of his arms on Jungkook's shoulder while leaning in slightly. When the main camera moved in closer to take a tight close-up, the fact that they kept that intimate pose made it one of the most beautiful promotional photos. What makes ARMYs frustrated is that this precious moment was only captured as a photograph, not fully on video. Even so, this one picture is enough to be a strong memory of how incredibly safe and comfortable Jungkook feels when he is near Taehyung. Everyone who sees it will definitely agree that the warmth between the two of them feels so genuine and real. This level of comfort shown by Jungkook is not exactly new to us, right? It immediately reminds us of thousands of other moments in the past, where Jungkook also rested his head or let Taehyung lean on him without any rejection. Jungkook is widely known as someone who is extremely transparent. He is simply not good at lying about his feelings. If he feels uncomfortable, his face will instantly show it. But in this exact moment, his pure happiness and trust radiate so clearly. Believe it or not, the gentle look in his eyes and his relaxed smile are absolute proof that Taehyung will always be his safe space, no matter where they are. In addition, there is another short clip from the exact same location where they suddenly started dancing together for no apparent reason. They moved in perfect harmony, stopped at the very same time to look at something, and then continued again. This amazing synchronization seemingly proves their minds are uniquely connected. Now, let us discuss something equally fascinating from their special program, BTS, The Best Talk Show. Besides the photo shoot, there is another detail that has netizens making a lot of assumptions, which is how Jungkook reacted differently to other members compared to when Taehyung spoke. During the interview session, RM opened the show with his greeting. Here, Jungkook just stared at the camera while clapping politely. When it was J-Hope and Jin's turn to speak, Jungkook also maintained a very professional social expression, nodding in agreement and smiling normally. Everything looked like a typical idol interview. But, the atmosphere completely changed when it was Taehyung's turn to speak. Somehow, Jungkook suddenly struggled to hide his smile. All of his focus and attention instantly shifted to Taehyung. The smile that was previously just professional slowly turned into a wide, sincere grin. It felt like the entire world just vanished away. This sudden change in Jungkook's expression is truly hard to ignore. When Taehyung began introducing himself as a vocalist and dancer, he mentioned that he is now 32 years old in Korean age, even though he was only 19 during their debut. Taehyung also cutely said that his Japanese nickname is Tet, and that everyone is welcome to call him Kim Tet. While Taehyung was trying his best to look adorable in front of the camera, in the background we can clearly see Jungkook laughing out loud. Jungkook's reaction feels a bit exaggerated but very suspicious. Maybe he was laughing at what Taehyung said, or maybe he just felt endeared seeing how confidently Taehyung showed off his charms. What is certain is that Taehyung's expression successfully melted the hearts of anyone watching, and it is obvious that Jungkook was completely captivated by his presence in that moment. Viewers could instantly feel the positive aura from this interaction. As if that series of smiles was not enough, there is one more moment that makes ARMY's hearts flutter. In the middle of the event, Taehyung pretended to flex his muscles. The other members just watched from their seats, but guess who joined in? Yes, it was Jungkook. He naturally placed his hand on Taehyung's chest, becoming the only member to make physical contact and play along with the joke. This moment immediately reminded fans of the Rainism choreography back in 2016, where they did a similar move and teased each other on stage. This small yet intense interaction seems to add to the long list of how Jungkook always looks at Taehyung with a gaze full of affection. Not to mention if we recall the behind-the-scenes video of Dynamite where Taehyung deliberately took over the camera and squatted down just to record Jungkook dancing. Jungkook, realizing he was being recorded, gave his best pose while smiling widely as if they had their own world. Looking at all the evidence and sweet behind-the-scenes moments, it feels like we can all agree that the dynamic between Taehyung and Jungkook has its own unique magic. When we see Jungkook looking so happy, sincere, and full of comfort while he is with Taehyung, we know for a fact that body language can never lie. Their relationship, which has grown from just co-workers to brothers and a strong support system, always manages to make every ARMY's day so much brighter. If we could continue to see more warm Taekook interactions like this in the future, we surely would never get bored. Now, it is your turn. Out of all the behind-the-scenes moments from this campaign, which part made you scream the most? Was it the leaning moment, or when Jungkook could not stop smiling at Tet? Try writing your theories or feelings in the comments section. Do not forget to like this video, subscribe to Taekook Diary, and share it with friends. See you next time, bye bye.